Hello ladies, good afternoon. Welcome back to my channel, and for those of you who are new, it's great to have you. So today I am doing something very brave. I am filming this video completely makeup free. I have not one stitch of makeup on, but I decided to do this because I've been getting some compliments lately on my skin, and it has not always been in this condition. And I've been working really hard at getting flawless skin without having to wear makeup. It's given me so much confidence. So I wanted to share with you all some of the tricks that I've been using over the last few years. I'll start off by saying I was very fortunate as a teenager. I never suffered from acne, but I was always one of those people that was touching my face and picking at things that's not good, and I would end up getting scars, and those always take a while to fade. Then as I got into my 30s and I had my daughters, I started to develop some melasma, some discoloration from the sun, and I was really self-conscious about that. When I look at pictures when my daughters were babies, I'm really upset looking at my skin because I had a lot of white, I had a lot of brown. So when I was in my 50s, I decided I was going to start really taking care of my skin and learning how to do that. And I was fortunate because it's not always easy to turn around the damage you did when you were younger. But now I am heading up to 56, and I really feel that my skin looks a lot better than it did when I was younger. So today I want to share with you some of the things that I've been doing. You ready to get started? So the first game changer for me is to use products with hydroquinone in them. Hydroquinone is a fading agent, and what it does is over time it gradually fades some of the darker spots on your face. I recommend that you find a really good dermatologist that you trust, that's highly recommended, and that learns your skin. And they will be able to prescribe you. Some of these are even over the counter, or my dermatologist has them in her office. So they make them themselves and they offer a discount, so it's not as costly as a lot of those cosmetic brands out there. Sometimes you have to be careful with those because you never know what you're getting. So anything like this, I would highly recommend going to your dermatologist. By the way, dermatologist visits are usually covered by your health insurance, so that's an added benefit. Even though it is cosmetic, they will quite often take health insurance, and if they don't, I think it's worth it. So this particular hydroquinone is something that I started using on and off for the last, I would say, 3 years. And it could be a little harsh initially. I did notice that my skin was flaking a little. So you just want to be careful that you're building into it gradually. And again, your dermatologist can explain to you how to do that. But all I do basically is I just take the tiniest little bit, such a small amount, and I kind of pat it and then rub it in very lightly on the areas of my face where I'm seeing the discoloration. I had a lot on my chin down here by my jawline. And so then I started to see results. It took about 2 months. Now I use this about 2 or 3 times a week. So hydroquinone fading agent, excellent to get rid of the dark spots. Highly recommend it. Find a good one for you. So my next tip you're gonna love because I love it. It is the Blue Mean Face Pro 2.0. So I've been using this now for a few months now, and what it does is it lifts and tightens your skin. So I'm gonna show you right here a before and after, and I'll show you real time when I use it, and you'll be amazed at how you instantly see my skin lift. But if you look at the before and after, you're gonna see that I have more sagging in the before, my jowls, my neck especially, and in the after, I think it takes about 5 years off. So I've been really happy about it. I've been seeing a lot of people talking about this, so I had to go get it. I'm so happy that I did, and I love the fact that I can use it anywhere. And of course, the results speak for themselves. So let's head on over to my bathroom, and I'm gonna show you how I use it. Okay, so we're gonna put it to use, and I want you to see how the difference is going to be in the side I'm using it on. So you just press the little button, and you slowly go in that upward motion. It's going to use microcurrent to tighten your skin. And you feel a little warmth, very, very soothing. Now, I use this about 3 times a week for 3 minutes, that's it. Very, very easy to use. Sometimes I do like to look in the mirror. That's why I like to do it in the bathroom, but you don't have to do that. You could probably start to see already. We're not gonna look yet. I'm gonna do a little bit of my brow area also. Now, I wanna mention that this had a 1.0 version, but the 2.0 I think works a lot more effectively. I notice a bigger difference in tightening, and what it's doing is it's promoting the oxygen and blood circulation. And it also, by the way, helps you to absorb any sort of skin products. And I love how it feels. So we're gonna look, okay. So check that out. Can you see the difference? How tight that is compared to this side. So guys, the Face Pro 2.0 by Blumine, I am literally obsessed with this. I will never stop using it. Love the tightening and lifting effect. By the way, I do want to mention it has a long-lasting charge and it's completely portable. I travel a lot, so this is great for me. I will go ahead and I will put a link in my description. It's normally $300, but right now, the first 100 people to purchase using that link will get it for only $98. And what I love about it is results or a full refund. So they really stand behind this, and so do I. So my next tip is all about the texture of your skin. My skin now feels super smooth, but it didn't always feel that way. And I didn't really understand why, and I started using a lot of different products, never really happy with it, until I learned that having a toner is really, really important for so many reasons. And I don't have any specific toner that I recommend. I just suggest to make sure that you look at the ingredients and it's nothing high in alcohol, because that's drying. Usually the toners that are available over the counter have a lot of alcohol. So again, this is from my dermatologist, but this is a milk toner, so it's a little bit more gentle on aging skin. Now, the reason I find a toner so helpful is that it helps to exfoliate and get any sort of debris, makeup, residue, even when you go out and you just get those particles on your face, dust in the air, that clog your pores over time. And that creates bumpiness. Sometimes it creates breakouts, which create scars. So it ends up being a cycle effect. So what I do is I use the toner every morning before I go out. And then at night, I use the toner before I go to bed. I don't wear makeup a lot, but when I do, even after I wash my face with the makeup, I use a toner, and you'll be surprised. I put it on a cotton ball. You will see, even after you wash your face, you'll see the dirt come off or makeup that you thought you washed off. That is still there. So definitely invest in a good toner. And then my last tip, which not only is great for your skin, but it's also wonderful to feel. It is an ice roller. So I love my ice roller. I do it everywhere, and I really love doing it under my eyes because I definitely get a little puffy under my eyes. And the ice roller is basically going to just get all of the blood circulating. So I like to do this as part of my nighttime routine. I do it before I go to bed, and then I put on my moisturizer. But these are really inexpensive. You could even get them on Amazon. They just feel so good too. So I hope you found this video helpful. It's really a very, very freeing feeling to not have to wear makeup. I love it, and I never did because I wasn't really very confident in my skin. But now I think my skin looks pretty good. I'm keeping up the routine, and I don't go in the sun, by the way. I do love how the sun feels. I know it's great with vitamin D, but that is not good for my skin. So if you're going to go out in the sun, make sure to wear your sunscreen. I would love to hear it if you have any skincare tips, drop them in the comments. And also, please share the video with anyone you know would benefit from it. Just want to remind you, right now, click that link in my description. You can get the Blooming Face Pro 2.0. It used to be $300, but the first 100 people who click the link get it for $98. It's a great deal. And again, results or a full refund. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Be happy, feel strong, and I'll see you all again soon.